I started potting in the 70s and it just carried on from there really. I got more serious mainly because I needed to earn a little bit of extra money and I didn't want to have to go and work 9 to 5 and I wanted to be there for my children and family. I started it as a hobby, but it's something that I really can't live without now, I think. I do it because it's my creative outlet and I just can't stop myself from doing it really. I just enjoy it so much. A lot of my inspiration will come from nature and texture. Sometimes I don't really have an inspiration, it just happens. I'll look at something in a piece of clay and I'll just start working on it and it'll just happen. I think whatever I create, it comes from within. I don't really plan it as such. I might have an idea and it will just come to me as I'm working, it'll evolve as I'm working. There is a very New Zealand Māori influence in my work when you look at it. A lot of my work, you'll see the kuru, which is another word for spiral. In Māori, the spiral represents life. I think a lot of my Maori influence comes from my husband's family. I met my husband when I was 14, so I've grown up with them and they've been a big influence in my life. Most of my work, my large pieces, I coil, so I'll start with a coil and just build it up until I get the shape that I want and just keep on forming it as I go till I get something that looks pleasing to the eye as I'm doing it. So the idea will evolve as I'm working it. A lot of my work is also very naturally fired with alternative type methods of raku or pit firing. I end up with some very lovely colours, often very natural colours. There isn't necessarily a message in what I'm making, it's just I hope people will look at it and just love it as I do when I'm making it, because when I make something it just comes from the heart. There's not a conscious thought about where I'm going with my art. It just comes naturally and it just evolves naturally. So it must have been something in my blood.